Okay, guys, I know you're tired of looking at these. They've been sitting around. But the original story with this is these are my buddy's custom CNC big block Oldsmobile heads. Now, he gave them to me a couple of years ago, and we worked up some ports that flowed. The intake was 420, I think. And then what he did is he shrunk down the chamber, and he shrunk down the intake valve, and we lost, I don't know, it went down to 320 CFM, I think it was. So he had a fit, and he sent them back. And in order for me to get anything that even resembled a decent port, I had to fill a ton of the port with epoxy. And I shrunk the port down to 220 cc's and got it around 344 CFM, I think it was. Well, this is his street head, and he says that's only good for 800 and something horsepower. He needs 1,000 horsepower for his street head on a 500-inch Oldsmobile. So he's like, we need to increase that from 220 cc's to about 280. And we got to get the flow over 380. Okay, so first cut is what you guys got right here. Yeah, we went is pretty wide in the bowl. There are parts right now that you can literally read a newspaper through the aluminum on this head where there's aluminum. So there's not a lot of low-hanging fruit on this. It looks like the valve job is pretty awful, but I remember the guide was completely shot. So what I might wind up doing is I may look at my pilots. I may hone that out to a little bit bigger size, that I can actually put a decent valve job on this, because, you know, valve job does make a big difference, and it makes it different everywhere in the curve. And I know we're losing a bunch with this. I don't even know if we can get it in focus, but you can see where the valve sits on it now, right? The valve is right at the tip of my nail right there. Then there's this, I don't know exactly what, he told me what degree he used, and it goes right into the chamber. I can't think of it right now, but there's also a step right here. Enough that my nail can catch. It's probably 20 thousandths, but every little bit makes a difference, okay? That little 20 thousandth step right there isn't helping. So I may wind up working on that, but I'm going to show you guys what we wound up doing. As far as the bowl, it doesn't look that much different than last time you saw it. We didn't get a lot in the chamber, but you can see the direction that it's gonna twist at, right? And now I think I did lay this chamber back a little bit, and the owner said that was a mistake. I think I did it and got more flow out of it. So I have to have a talk with him about that. Let's take a look right down its throat. Okay, it really doesn't look too bad. This is obviously the outer port. As far as our liquid and stuff, not too terrible. What do you see that's a little bit different? Well, this has been filled almost a ½ an inch with epoxy. The original roof was very much curved. From this edge, it went down quite a bit. It still goes down quite a bit, because I did have to take some out to start increasing our CCs. Now I think I'm just going to do it in pieces and flow it, and increase it and flow it. I don't know. I'm still deciding. But what we can do, before I forget, let's take a look at our valve. Okay, I do think we did a little better on our valve last time we tested this. Okay, not too terrible. Okay, we're just going to take a quick look at the sheet. This really shouldn't take long. We started and the garage was 88 degrees. So by the time this first test and the second test was done, we were like 94 degrees. Okay, so this was number 6 on the fill, and I just reflowed it to make sure it came up where it came up last time. I do have the other sheet. I think it was 344 at 800. So we should be right about where we were. I think we were 222. In any case, this is what we are now. Okay, so we just made 350 at 0.9 inch lift. Now it's going to have about an 850 lift cam in it, and it's a good thing because it only starts coming alive at the higher lifts. It's nothing spectacular down low, even though it's got a 219 valve. This head worked a lot better when it had a 2.25 valve in it. We basically have no swirl. We have one reverse. Actually, the minus is the direction it's supposed to be swirling because of the shape of this runner, right? This is our minus direction. So positive direction is all coming out on the short side. Okay, so I did our air speeds. And this is after I filled that roof just to get something. There was like no speed at all on the roof. It was all on the short side because it's a 6-degree port. So I did quite well as far as having the short side even side to side. Did pretty well getting the roof relatively even side to side. The pinch, it is what it is. It's a huge ramp up. Let me flip it over and you can take a look at it. Okay. You can see that huge ramp up. You can see we got blue right on it because that's where it goes right up into our airstream. And it's such a heavily bent port, it needs a relatively high short side. Okay, so what did I do? I did change the layback a tiny bit on the short side. It was filled with body filler anyway. I took our bowl ratio out a little bit more. I took out some fill on the roof, and I made the short side a little bit wider on the one side I could. The other side we've got a problem because the airspeed on the short side is fast, but just above the short side we've got nothing, and I filled it, and it worked better that way, so we're going to leave it that way. We've got a big difference at the low lift. We went from 31 to 43. That seems very high. But these are more like it. Up, 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 up. Not a big up. Down, up, 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 up. 360. So 10 CFM. Okay. What happened with the swirl? Basically dead until she's completely gone on the short side at 600. Okay, that may not be terrible because I was told Olds really aren't designed to swirl. They're only designed to fill. I don't know how accurate that is, but it seems to be the way this is designed. So these are our 0.8 numbers. We can compare them to this. So this is up, up, down a tiny bit, down a tiny bit, down a tiny bit, right? We've got a lot more area now because I ground out some of that roof and we made the bowl a little wider, so I would expect them to go down. And our short side went up, up, up quite a bit. Was it worth 10 CFM? I don't know, but he's not happy with 360, so we're going to have to go back and do some more to it. So I'm going to give the old Sonic a workout. He's like, if you have to make holes in the casting at this point, do it. I have to do a new water core anyway because this port is too big for the existing water core to CNC. So he's going to have to put, he's going to have to make up different core boxes anyhow. All right, guys, I figured I'd give you a little warm up. Besides, my buddy can take a look at our progress through this. and you guys can follow along, see if I can actually get this done or not. It'll be fun. I'm going to see what I can get out of the outer, and then I have to do the same thing on the inner. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night.